Good evening, everyone. I am Jhumur Banerjee, representing MC Kejriwal Vidyapeeth from West Bengal. My topic is role play, an innovative method of low-cost teaching learning. There has been a vast expansion of knowledge in recent years. The realization of relevance of education, as reflected in human thought, social values, culture, has made it imperative to upgrade the school curriculum and learning approaches to satisfy the students' diversity in a classroom situation. In the present-day scenario, the teacher acts not only as an instructor, but also as a facilitator. So it's very essential that the teacher is provided with appropriate teaching learning material to make the best use of the learning situation. New approaches of education, learning approaches, came into existence as early as in 1960s. Holt and Kozol, they were two pioneers who pointed out the shortcomings of passive learning for learners of all age groups. Since then, it has been important to emphasize to shift our approach from rote memory, content-oriented, teacher-centered method to hands-on, student-centric and hands-on learning approaches. New approaches should be adopted which provide ample opportunity for thinking, reasoning, and looking at science at its totality. It is a known fact that learning changes the organizational structure of neurons in the brain. And according to Zool in 2002, it was seen that the extent of change increases when there is an emotional involvement in the learning environment. The aims and objectives of my study was basically to utilize a low-cost, innovative teaching method like role play and to find out the impact of the above mentioned method in understanding of a scientific topic from the syllabus. Usually what happens, the role play model is adopted as a teaching method in English, explaining English language, literature or history. So here I had tried to apply this method in explaining a very important topic of science at class 10 level. Now coming to my methodology, I had selected a total of 150 students from class 10, and the topic selected was nervous system, a very important topic from biology. After explaining the topic to the students, a pre-learning questionnaire was given comprising 40 marks, which consisted of 20 questions. Each question carried 2 marks, and they were awarded one negative marking if they answered wrong. This is the pre-learning question paper. Now, after the topic was explained and the test was taken, they were given the problem of personifying the different components of the nervous system. The entire group of 150 students were divided into 10 groups, each comprising 15 students each, and it was mandatory for each one of them to participate in the role play. So each one of them, they had given their innovative ideas so that they could surpass each other. The entire syllabus, like in the entire topic of nervous system, was divided into 3 subtopics, and each of the groups, they were given a particular subtopic on which they had to enact the play, and they were given a time to rehearse for 15 days, and ultimately the drama was staged on 3rd of August 2015 in front of the teachers and students. The duration of the drama was 30 minutes, and the most important point to be noted here is that it was even video recorded by the students so that the CD could be used as a future teaching aid. These are the few of the moments of the role play in which the class 10 students, they had enacted, they had personified the different components of the nervous system and they had enacted the play. Now after the play was staged, again the same set of questionnaire was given as now labeled as post-learning questionnaire, and the evaluation criteria remained the same. Next slide. Now both the pre-learning and the post-learning questionnaires or answer scripts were evaluated to observe the trend which was caused by this particular role play method. Now these are the results which I have before role play, and these are the results which I obtained after the role play, which has been represented in the next slides in a graphical method. So this is a graphical representation of the results where the grades have been taken in the x-axis and the number of students have been taken in the y-axis. There is another graphical representation, next slide please, where the percentage of the students and the grades have been plotted. So from this slide, it's very evident that in the highest category, that is group A, the percentage of students, they have doubled from 26% to 52%. In the average category B, there had not been a significant change, only a slight decline from 24.6 to 22.6%. And in the below average categories, that is grade C and grade D, there was a sharp decline of 50%, signifying an understanding of the subject. So these are the compilation of my results. Now it was noted that this group activity facilitated not only in clarifying their concepts, but they also, their organizational skills were developed, they developed language skills which ensured their further development, because that is the sole purpose of education. Learning brings about neurological changes, and according to Tanner et al., if the students can be collaborated to do a work, they learn from each other. So students should spend time actively engaged with the subject matter. Organizing students into groups can transform the nature from competitive to collaborative, and they learn from each other. The role play model has both deductive as well as inductive component, which help the students to integrate the skills at various levels. The adoption of role play created a major impact on better preparing of the students in their future endeavors and led to significant gain in the learning process. Thank you.